Hello, I am Mani Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into the Web3 marketing metrics that are getting popular in 2026. In last many videos, we have seen what are all the different Web3 marketing metrics companies have started using it, and we build a whole suite of analytic kit products based on these Web3 marketing trends and tools and technologies. In this video, we will see what are all the latest trends in the metrics so that the marketing companies can start using it to track how their marketing campaign is working to acquire new users, getting into their decentralized application or wallets or whatever the marketing techniques we are going to follow. So the one of the main metric is the cost per wallet connection. Acquiring a customer coming into your decentralized application is the one thing, and also connecting to the wallet is the main metric that companies are started following it, because in the traditional Web2 world, if somebody subscribes to your newsletter, if somebody subscribes to whatever service you are doing by providing their Google or company email ID, then that is a win. But in the Web3 world, subscribing to your newsletter, subscribing to your social media is only the first part of it. Ultimately, they need to connect to the wallet. Once they are connected to the wallet, then you can be certain that they may use your wallet services, your decentralized services by transferring money, buying token, whatever activity your decentralized application is going to support. So this is the one of the main marketing metric companies are started using. So from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to make sure that whatever tools and technologies you are using supports this cost per wallet connection. So within that, you need to identify what type of decentralized application the wallet is going to support. If it is a DeFi protocol, then it's a $5 to $25 per wallet connection. That is the industry average. That may change based on what you perform. And the second one is the NFT projects. The NFT projects, you may have a little less connection compared to protocols, because if somebody is tracking it on the DeFi protocol, then those users are advanced users. They know what they are going to do. So your cost of acquisition is more compared to the NFT projects. And then the simple blockchain gaming. If anybody is using a blockchain gaming, the cost is starts with $8 and then it goes to $15, $20 based on whether they are purchasing a weekly subscription or a monthly subscription, and whatever the marketing, the decentralized application is going to support. So these are all the some of the examples that you can able to see how well the cost per wallet connection works and why it is critical for any decentralized application to track for the success of their project. The retention and conversion is the quality, another quality metrics. Once if somebody has the wallet connection, that is only the first step. Then they need to start using the wallet for any type of transaction, either sending money to their friends and family, or buying NFT token, or playing a game, whatever they want to do with their wallet. So you need to make sure that how long the wallet is being active, and whether the people, the users, those who are using the wallet are using the wallet for any type of transactions. See, within the 7 to 30 days, if they start using the wallet for any type of transaction, that is a good metric. Within the 7 days of signing into a new wallet, if they are using your decentralized application to transfer money, to purchase any NFTs, that is a very good sign, and that would be the benchmark. You should be able to see it. And the on-chain conversion rate. So this is users are completing a meaningful blockchain transaction after connecting to the wallet. So where the marketers, from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to identify how many wallets are connected, and then how much money is being transferred through that wallets, whether they are just purchasing a one-time activity and holding it, that's also a good sign. But if they are constantly using the wallet to send money, to receive money, then those are all a very good sign from the marketing agency's point of view to talk to your customers, those who are having their decentralized application, identifying how well their blockchain network is being used for the customers to do the day-to-day transaction. And the third aspect is the session to transaction ratio. How many times the wallet needs to be connected so that they can able to completely successfully complete a transaction. Say some transactions are very simple. When they connect it, they complete the transactions and they go away. Some of the other transactions, they need to have a 1 to 2 sessions to finish the transaction. So you need to make sure that how well the wallets are being connected and how well the marketing campaign works so that your users are confident to come and connect their wallet, start the transaction, end the transaction within 1 or 2 sessions. Sometimes they come in Monday, they connect to the wallet and they see what is going on and they don't do anything. And then the next day they come, they connect again, they don't do anything. Or if your transaction is really complex, or if they don't have money to token to spend on your network, then they may start the transaction and they may abandon. It's just like having a putting it into a shopping cart in a e-commerce site and without purchasing, without clicking the buy button, and then providing the credit card information to complete the transaction. It is similar to that, the session to transaction ratio. You want to make sure that you measure it so that in case of any issues, you can able to identify and let the decentralized application developers know so that they can able to fix the issue. So the campaign to total value attribution. So this is also the important measure for marketing agency to measure it and convey to the companies, those who are need that information. The measure dollar value deposited in your protocol tracked by the specific campaigns. So based on you will be from the marketing agency's point of view, you will be running multiple campaigns and you want to measure, okay, how much dollar value has been attributed because of this particular campaign, and how many wallet connections and how many dollar value. You need to measure all those so that that helps the decentralized application company to target their customers according to various marketing campaigns. And from the marketing agency point of view, you can able to identify how well the marketing campaign works and if you need to fine tune any of the key attributes so that you can able to get more TVL for the marketing campaigns that you are being running. So why it matters, sir? So for the any DeFi protocol, TVL is the very critical metric, and that gives the companies real dollar value, how well the marketing campaign is working, whether they need to spend more money on the marketing campaign or they need to completely abandon the marketing campaign. So all those important metrics are needed, and you need to have a really good platform like Analytic Kit to go and understand, to visualize, and use those tools to identify how well your marketing campaign is working. So the growth and the quality control. See, this is very critical metric to measure within the various marketing campaigns that you are running. So, for example, if you are running a ad wrap campaign for one of your customer, within that ad wrap campaign, you need to identify how many new wallet connections are happened, and also you need to identify whether the wallet connections are happening from one user or coming from multiple users. Say, for example, during the ad wrap campaign, one user might have 100 different wallets and they may grab whatever token your ad wrap is giving and they may just hold it. So this is not a good sign. The main purpose of the ad wrap campaign is to reach as many users as possible, as many new users as possible, so that they can able to start interacting with the wallet interacting with the decentralized application to do the day-to-day transactions. So within that, you need to understand the high airdrop farming versus low airdrop farming. And within that, you also need to understand how well the whether within the wallet airdrop farming, high holder growth versus the low holder growth. So with all these four interconnects each other, you want to find a Goldilocks situation where you want to have a high airdrop farming and also high expanding organic onboarding, not one user using the entire AdRap campaign by creating hundreds and thousands of wallets. You don't want that. You want to have hundreds and thousands of different users using the utilizing the AdRap campaign to connect and start using the wallet for that transaction. So that's the real value you want to get in any of the ad wrap campaign. So the quality is important. The connecting the number of wallets is one sign, and also you want to make sure whether it is coming from one or two users or coming from genuine users. And also with the AI, now bots can create as many wallets as possible, and it can able to go and start using the ad wrap farming to control the tokens. So that is not the way it needs to go. You need to make sure that the real users are purchasing, connecting the wallet and using the ad wrap farming campaign that you are running. So this one is the token holder growth rate and then the ad wrap farmer detection. These two are critical metrics you want to make sure that you measure based on the various tools. So within that, the token holder growth rate, that is basically the net change in the unique wallet addresses holding your token. So if they are increasing the token value or they are actively transacting using the token, that is a good sign. And you can able to see that, yes, there is a activity going on. If your user has the wallet, and there is no activity for 2 months, then there is a red flag and you need to identify what is going on. So you need to identify if the user is having issue or if the user is genuinely not interested in using the ad wrap. Because whenever you give something free in ad wrap, everybody gets it because it is free, whether they are going to use it or not. So the real motivation from the marketing agency's point of view to you want to give it to the users, those who are going to use it, and the user has to be a real user so that they can use the wallets for the transaction. So the cross-chain user flow, this is another critical metric. Companies are started measuring it so that they can able to identify how to grab users or how to get users from their competitive blockchains. Because as you know, there are hundreds of blockchains are there. And then within the blockchain, there is a L1, L2 layers are there, and everybody wants to have grab their user share within their blockchain. So you want to make sure that how easy it is for a user to transfer from one blockchain to another blockchain through the bridge completion. The bridge completion is basically if I have a wallet in money in Ethereum, I want to change it to Binance, then how easy it is for me to change it from Ethereum to Binance. If we have to do that, then the application, decentralized application, needs to have a mechanism for me to easily switch from Ethereum to Binance. If I have $100 of Ethereum, if I want to change it to $100 worth of Binance, then I need to have a tokens to send the money from Ethereum to Binance. If I don't have the tokens, then I cannot send it. So there are many times that people will start the process and they will stop it because they don't know what to do or they did not have the Binance coins for the transaction. And also it also needs identify how much the transaction fee I need to pay to transfer it. If the transaction fee is way too much, then I may not be interested in transferring from Ethereum to Binance. So all those metrics, you need to make sure that you measure it so that you make the customer as seamless as possible for transferring from one blockchain to another blockchain. And also your UX issues should be fixed so that it would be easy for a user to transfer from one blockchain to another blockchain. In the previous two videos, we have seen how to create the new UX and what are all the different wallet technology. The smart wallets are all coming into play beyond now in 2025 and 2026. Users can able to seamlessly use the app to transfer money from one blockchain to another blockchain. And also the multi-chain users. If the 15 to 30% of active users needs to interact with the more than two chains, that is the good sign of it. If we have users transacting to your blockchain, converting from somebody's your competitor's blockchain to your blockchain on a regular basis, that is a very good sign for you because your blockchain has a less transaction fee or some attraction. So the users want to move their asset or their token from one blockchain to another blockchain. So there should be, you need to measure it, how well it is happening on a regular basis. And then the journey time. Often time before 2025, it was difficult for anyone to use a wallet to transfer from one blockchain to another blockchain. But now with the smart wallets and a lot of new technologies, it is as easy as clicking a button and then sending the transaction. That happens within the seconds because you don't want the user to wait 1 or 2 days for the transaction commit happen so that they can able to see. They want to have an instant notification whether their tokens has been successfully transferred from source to destination account blockchain. So you need to have a technology for that, and you need to measure from the marketing point of view. You need to measure how well it is happening, whether it is happening under 10 minutes or it is happening more than 10 minutes. And if it is having more than 10 minutes, then as from the marketing agency point of view, you need to collect, you need to talk to the decentralized application development team so that they can able to fix there are any issues in it. So influencer ROI by on-chain action. This is another metric. Now the companies are started measuring it from the marketing agency's point of view. You need to measure this one also, because there are multiple influencer. You will be companies are engaging it, and you want to measure how well the each influencer is working for them to attract the customers. In the top tier influencers, there is a 5 to 20x conversion rate. And then the mid tier, it's a 2 to 5% conversion rate. And then the micro influencers, basically these influencers do not have a lot of followers, but whatever followers they have genuine followers. So in that category, it is typically 3 to 15% conversion rate. So these are all just typical benchmarks. The bottom line, from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to have tools, you need to have technologies to analyze how well the influencer campaign is working for the decentralized applications. That is your main goal from the marketing agency's point of view, because without that measure, you cannot tell how well the marketing campaign is working. Say, for the top influencers, the companies, blockchain companies may pay $10,000 or $20,000. With the $20,000, maybe the marketing campaign run 1 day or 1 week. The top influence may use their YouTube channel or Twitter X or whatever medium, whatever way they want to promote. At the start of the promotion and the end of the promotion, how many customers, unique customers they are signed, meaning that how many new customers are started using the new wallet and then signing into it and start transacting it. So you want to measure it, and you want to combine all these metrics to create a unique view of how well the marketing campaign is working for the blockchain companies. So these are all the different metrics we talked about: the acquisition metrics, engagement metrics, conversion metrics, quality metrics. All these metrics you want to make sure that for each marketing campaign, how it is being performed. You need to have tools and technologies to create that dashboard for you so that you can communicate this to your customers for which you are doing the marketing campaigns. So without that, you cannot able to measure how well the marketing campaign is doing. You need to have if you need to download into Excel spreadsheet, then the tools should allow it. If you want to create a unique graph, because graphs are more visual and you can able to articulate how well the marketing campaign is going to your customers. Based on that, you can get more marketing dollars to start running multiple other campaigns. Ultimately, you need to measure these based on various tools and technologies that is available. So that's all I want to discuss in this video. So we have multiple tools in analytickit.com, and you can use that. If you can go to dpa.analytickit.com and start using those tools and technologies right away. You can able to combine Web2 data and Web3 data and create a unique path how well your marketing campaigns are working. And many of the metrics we discussed in this video, you can able to use our tools and technologies to use it. And also we are working on introducing the AI technologies into these tools, and we can able to present those tools in the next video. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and forward this video to your friends and family. Thank you. Bye.